you are welcome to our 15 days vocabulary challenge. My name is Elizabeth Abraham. I am an English language teacher. I'm a first class graduate of English, by the way. I am an English language teacher and a professional proofreader. As you have stated in our course outline, what we are covering for day 1 is vocabulary on daily routine, and then the lesson 2 will be on single words that we use for phrases and sentences. Now let's move. The first word is versatile. Versatile. And what does that mean? It means that when someone is adaptable or something is adaptable, flexible, and that person can handle a wide range of tasks or roles. Another meaning is multi-talented, resourceful, all-round, diverse, talented. For instance, if you say an actor is versatile, it means that actor can play maybe both comedic and dramatic role. If you say someone is versatile, you can say that the person can dance, can sing, and can still act. You understand? So someone that have multiple talents, from the word multi-talented. Another example is the athlete's versatile skills made her a valuable asset to the team, excelling in both offense and defense. That means the person is skilled in both offense and defense. So that is the meaning of versatile. The second word is accomplish. Accomplish. And what does that mean? It means to complete successfully. Synonyms: to achieve, to finish, to fulfill. So you can say that, oh, I accomplished my goal of learning a new language. If you follow us through this course, for instance, and you do all the course assessments and you passed, so you can say that, oh, I accomplished my goal of acquiring more English vocabulary. I aim to accomplish my daily exercise before breakfast. So to accomplish something simply means to achieve a goal or to fulfill or to finish a task. The third word is inert. Inert. What does that mean? It is a verb, by the way, and it means to become accustomed to something, to become hardened to something. And please take note, it means that you are accustomed to that thing, but it is something unpleasant or difficult. So inert is, it collocates with negative situation. Look at this example. After a few months of living in the city, she became inert to the noise and crowds. Can you imagine that? Many Nigerians are inert to poverty. May we never be inert to poverty, because what that means is that many Nigerians are used to poverty, but not me. Anyways, I am a Nigerian, but I am not used to poverty. So please take note, inert is often attached to something unpleasant or difficult. So you cannot say that, oh, well, many people are inert to success, or many people are inert to excellence. No, you can't really say that, because inert is attached to something unpleasant or difficult. Let's move to the fourth word. The fourth word is obnoxious. Obnoxious. You can learn and start using these words even at home with your siblings. Maybe you have somebody. Do you have do you have somebody that really does something that annoys you? Now, this person is not as if the person just offends you once, but this person, the person's way of doing things just annoys you. That person has a annoying behavior. You understand? So we say that person is obnoxious. Obnoxious refers to behavior or language that is annoying, that is offensive or insulting. Somebody also can be obnoxious. Somebody can be annoying. You understand? So you can actually say that, oh, the action of ours is obnoxious, or you can say that the person herself was obnoxious. Look at the example. It was being really obnoxious at the party, making inappropriate jokes and comments. Can you see? It was being offensive and annoying. The next word is concurrently. And what does that mean? It means simultaneously. It means at the same time. It is when something is running together at the same time. Probably maybe you go for a training, you go for a singing and dancing training, and they said that that training will be for 3 months. So both the dancing and the singing training will be for 3 months. That is, they are going to be teaching you the two skills at the same time within that 3 months. But if they tell you that no, the first 3 months will be for what, for singing skill, while the next 3 months will be for dancing, no, that is not concurrently. The word that we use for that is consecutively. So it is two different words. For instance, she decides to do the two chores concurrently, meaning at the same time. So the next word is pessimistic. And what does that mean? The term pessimistic describes a person or attitude that tends to expect the worst or most unfavorable outcome in a situation. A pessimistic person often focuses on the negative aspects or potential downsides and may be skeptical or doubtful about the success or goodness of something. That's actually a bad characteristic, if I may say, because a pessimistic person is simply a negative person. Is someone that you tell your dream, your goals, your aspiration, and what the person will see as regards that is that it cannot work and it will not work. People that what they have in their life is something not working, is something that is bad. So that's a pessimistic person. Look at the synonyms: gloomy, cynical, skeptical. Another word for skeptical is doubtful, negative, fatalistic, from the word fatal, and fatal means deadly. Please don't be pessimistic. Don't be a pessimistic person. Look at the example. Is always pessimistic about the team's chances of winning. That is, his thinking is that the team can never win. Our pessimistic outlook on life can be quite draining. I'm telling you, if you associate yourself with people that are pessimistic, they will drown you into their life, that negative and that gloomy life. No, don't be pessimistic, rather be optimistic. That's the synonyms actually. Optimistic. People that are optimistic are positive. They think about how things can work and they believe that things can work. So please take note of that. The next word is vibrant. When you are vibrant, it means you are full of energy and life, colorful, lively, energetic. Someone can be vibrant. A city can also be vibrant. A location can be vibrant. You understand? Look at the example. The city has a vibrant cultural scene. Yeah, lively. August. Yeah, this one is not month. It's not the 8th month. Can you see? Coincidentally, it's in number 8. August. That's the 8th month of the year. But apparently, August here is not talking about the month of the year. Rather, when you say someone or something is August, you say that person is dignified and impressive. That person is important. You say an August visitor is coming to the school. Oh, what an August visitor we have at home today. So that is the meaning. The next word is quirky. We say quirky. Repeat after me. Quirky. Air sound. And what does that mean? It means unconventional, peculiar. Have you ever met some people that they're just so strange? It could be their ways of dressing, it could be their ways of talking, it could be their disposition. They're just so strange. They are not moving towards the normal conventional lifestyle. They just like to do something different. You say that person is quirky, unconventional, peculiar, unique, eccentric. Look at the example. She had a quirky sense of humor. And the next word is savour. Savour. When you savour something, it means that you enjoy it. You enjoy something thoroughly. You delight in it. And it usually goes with food. Maybe when your mom cooks at home and you want to appreciate, you want to tell her how enjoying, how satisfying that food is. You can say that, oh, I savored every bit of the delicious meal, mom. You really did a good job with this food. I savored this food very well. So that is the meaning of savor. So we take a break right here to do the next 5 words. The next word is serene, and it means peaceful, calm. You can say serene environment. Have you been to somewhere that you just feel kind of peace and calmness? So it means peaceful, calm, tranquil. The serene landscape helped me relax. Yeah. So that's the meaning of serene. And then we have another word with it. That's serenity. Serenity. That's the noun. That's the noun. But serene here is an adjective, and is describing that landscape. We want to talk more about the landscape. So that's what an adjective does. An adjective is a word that tells us more about a particular noun. So the landscape helped me relax. But what kind of landscape are we talking about? The serene landscape. So that's an adjective. But if you want to use the noun, which is serenity, and if you can permit me, let me write the word. That's serenity. Yeah, that's the noun. Yeah. So how do we use it? You can say that I love the serenity of the city. Yeah. The serene city makes me relax, or made me relax. You understand? So you can see the two words. So serenity, it's a noun, while serene, it's an adjective that is describing city. So let's go. The next word is sumptuous. Sumptuous. And what do we mean by sumptuous? I have a video on this. Probably I might attach it to this video. Sumptuous does not mean delicious. No, that's not the meaning. Sumptuous refers to something that is luxurious, lavish, extravagant. In a simple word, something that is expensive. That's it. Luxurious, lavish, opulent, extravagant, grand, expensive. Look at the examples. The sumptuous mansion was a testament to the owner's wealth and refined taste. The hotel's sumptuous decor made us feel like royalty. The sumptuous feast, take note, expensive feast, was a culinary masterpiece with dishes fit for a king, extravagant one. The sumptuous spa treatment left me feeling pampered and relaxed. In each of these examples, the word sumptuous conveys a sense of grandeur, luxury, and indulgence. Please, sumptuous does not mean expensive. But by the way, there is another similar word that means expensive, and that is scrumptious. Look at it. It's two different words. So this one means what? Delicious. So when you say a meal is scrumptious, you say that meal is delicious, that food is delicious. But when you say that food is sumptuous, it means the food is expensive. And I remember when I posted the video, and somebody commented and said that, well, a sumptuous meal can actually be delicious, but well, never can tell. You go to some restaurants that they are high class and their food is expensive, but sometimes you taste their food and say that, what's even there? Not all expensive food are actually delicious. So please get the difference between the two words. Okay, I'm going to take a stop here, and then we do common phrases. The next aspect is common phrases. So these are the common English phrases that you should use in your day-to-day conversation. The first one is to get along with. What does that mean? It means to have a good relationship with someone or with a group of people. I get along with my colleagues. You can get along with your co-workers. You can get along with your new neighbors. You can get along with your new boss. You can get along with your new teacher. That is, you have good relationship with that person. The second one is in a nutshell. And I don't know if you've heard the word before, or the phrase rather before. Maybe someone, you are listening to a presentation or you are listening to a talk, and the person says, oh, in a nutshell. What does it mean? It means a brief summary. The movie was boring in a nutshell. Or you went out and you had a bad day, there was an accident, you fell or something happened. You're trying to then explain to your friend what happened at work. So after all the explanation, you then say, oh my dear, in a nutshell, my day was bad. That is, the summary of all I have been saying is this. So that is what it means. Then the next one is practice what you preach. What does it mean to practice what you preach? It means to act in accordance with your beliefs. To act in accordance with your beliefs. It practices what it preaches about sustainability. That is, you put into practice what you believe, what you preach, you act according to it. Then the next one is take it easy. It means to relax and not to worry. For instance, you say, take it easy, everything will be fine. And the last common phrase is at ease. When you feel at ease, it means that you feel comfortable and you feel relaxed. That is what it means. Now let's move to idioms, idiomatic expression. The first one is break a leg. Now, when somebody tells you break a leg, the person is not telling you literally to go and cut off your leg. No, no, no. But when you say break a leg, it means good luck. You do great, good luck. You do great, break a leg. You can use this. Maybe your friend says he's going for an interview or for an audition. Just type it, send a WhatsApp message. Break a leg, guy. I wish you success. That's it. That's how to use it. Then cry over spilled milk. Now, maybe your friend comes back and then decides, tells you that about his experience in the interview, that, oh, I really did bad in the interview, but then he now decides to be sulking. You can try to encourage him. Guy, there's no use crying over spilled milk. What has happened has happened. So that's it. So in a literal sense, imagine you pour water or you pour milk away. You understand? When you pour milk away, it's actually difficult for you to pack it. So that's what it means. So there's no point, crying over, feeling sorry for something that had already happened. The next one is to beat around the bush. It means to avoid talking directly or clearly about something. We're just trying to go left and right. You are not going straight. Stop beating around the bush and tell me what is going on. Go straight to the point. To bite your tongue, it means to keep quiet and not speak. I had to bite my tongue to avoid arguing. When somebody is arguing with you and you don't want to say something that is, annoying, just keep quiet, bite your tongue. And the last idiomatic expression is a bad tongue. If somebody has a bad tongue, you say that person has a habit of using offensive words. People that have sharp mouth, like Nigerians would say, sharp mouth. So the new word has a bad tongue. Oh, this sentence is actually wrong. It should be the new maid or the new employee has a bad tongue. So this is the end of our lesson 1 for day 1. So the next video will be on lesson 2, which is single words for phrases and sentences.